watch them grow, perceive, devote. This is the seed, light the show, watch them grow.
Hello Scorpio, welcome to your August soul session. I am Princess India if you are new. If you are family, welcome back my friend, and what's not, or whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into you guys' cards. We're gonna pull an overall energy for the month from the Starseed Oracle. So let's go ahead and jump right in and see what is going on with you all for the month, my friend. One card or two. That's cool too. I don't think we got this one before. We have Forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Well, isn't that deep? And we are the, I can't say that, Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. That's always nice. I would show these to you all, but autofocus on my camera and it's blurry, so don't judge me. But what it's looking like for you guys, Scorpio, in the month of August is you guys being called to a higher order, my friend. But there is a level of which I spoke about in Virgo, I believe. I believe we're all in this transitional period at present. So if things have been a little unclear, or you're not really sure where you're going, what you're doing, how to do that, or anything of the sort, I would say that's why. I just feel collectively we're all kind of in this same place of just not necessarily being clear as to what one wants to do moving forward. But what I can tell you in reference to this is you guys are being called to trailblaze, if you will. So, and this is an ethos I like to incorporate in my own life, is I like to be the solution to problems that I've had in my own experience. And like they say on this card, there goes my throat chakra, being the leader that you wish you had. And I would take that a step deeper, meaning that if there's anything in your life that you were missing, whether it's the parent that you never had, or the teacher that you never had, the leader that you never had, anything, it's more or less a call for you guys to rise to that, to be for someone else what you never had, but of course first and foremost to be that for yourself, and then in turn being that for someone else. So there's a little bit of hints of uncharted territory and the ability for you guys to incorporate or create something into your experience that has not existed before. I know that sounds like a whole bunch of words, but it's more or less, this could be something as simple as changing jobs. You know what I mean? Going a different route in your career path, you know? But the most important thing is to tune into your heart space, your true desires, your passions. What is it that you really want? And it's saying you have the energy this month to cultivate or incorporate that into your life. So your central energy is the Ten of Cups in the reverse, okay? And this is challenged by the Hangman. I so felt that energy going on. Your past influence coming out of July into August is the Six of Chalasas. Your underlying energy is the Two of Cups in the reverse. Your above energy is the Moon in the reverse. And going forward into September, we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So Scorpio, there's a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? So with the Ten of Cups in the reverse is you got central energy, and even with this Two of Cups in the reverse in your underlying energy, what this is telling me is that there's a disconnect here, and that disconnect is manifesting in your life as a lack thereof of fulfillment and happiness. It's more or less like, from the outside looking in, things may seem copacetic, but it's in truth not really being in alignment with something that's fulfilling for you. It's like that's just lacking, right? Now, coming from July into August with the Six of Chalices, it's more or less being nostalgic of times that have gone by. I can't say I like to call it that because it's literally what it's called, but we're talking about hindsight bias here. And that's when we can look over our life, we can look to our past, whether it's our childhood or past relationships, and we say like, once upon a time, you know, life was so easier back then, you know, I miss how things were way back when because it was so easy then, and oh wow, I was so happy then, you know, because we have a tendency to kind of skirt over the difficulties or the harshness of past experiences and highlight the good, you know what I mean? So I feel in a sense it's coming into the month in an ungrounded mindset, you know what I mean? And I think that can kind of make, it can make something that isn't as bad seem a lot worse than it really is. For some of you, you know, meaning that you can highlight this past experience or how stuff used to be and how great it was, and then you can look back at your life today and feel like, oh my gosh, everything is totally horrible, you know what I mean? But the other thing I would say with this that I think is the most relevant is just the simple fact that you guys remember a time in the past when you were actually happy, right? And you were actually fulfilled, right? Or it may be something that you lacked in the past and it's idealizing it for the future, which isn't a bad thing, right? But all of this in contrast makes you realize how disappointing the present is, or how unfulfilling the present is for you all, right? So with your above energy being the moon in the reverse, what this is calling you to do is to do a deep down, like subconscious dive, if you will. And what that really means is getting to the root of what is it about your life that's missing? What is it about your past that you miss? Or what is it in your life that you feel is lacking that isn't here? Like, what is that specifically? If you are, you know, unhappy with the way that things are in your life at present, why is that exactly? It's really this month being about getting to the root of the problem. Like, specifically, like, what is it that's wrong, you know? And I wouldn't even say diving as deep as, you know, like correlating your present problems with childhood issues and stuff. I wouldn't say having to do all of that. It's just really what right now today do you feel is wrong with your life or is disappointing about your life, and more or less getting to that and then making the decision to more or less reverse that. Now with your challenge being the hangman, the challenge with all of this is more or less reuniting yourself and coming into alignment with yourself and gaining new insight and perspective on your experience. Because I do feel a sense of dissension, especially with this Two of Cups in the reverse and you guys' underlying energy. It's more or less you're not on the same accord with yourself. You know what I mean? It's like you're not really clear of what the problem is, what's really off. And I really feel it's almost like a disconnect from your emotional space or your spiritual practice. And with this Knight of Cups in the reverse, going forward, two ways I see this. One part of it is a forewarning because this card screams depression. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more or less that if you put yourself in a position to where you're idealizing something that you had that's gone, or something that you wish you had that's not here, right? And you don't address the fact that where you are at present, you're not happy with. And if you don't get back on one accord with yourself, then that'll start to manifest as darkness and feeling overwhelmed and, you know, bleak about the future and things of the sort. So it's more or less saying to handle it now, because I feel going forward it would progress if it's not addressed, you know what I mean? But the whole key is here also, the second thing that I see with this is that there's a lack of dreaming, if you will. Like, it's almost being so focused on like the monotony of day to day that you don't allow yourself to hope or to dream or to fantasize or, think about, anything. Just letting your mind kind of run and thinking about best case scenario for your life, or just allowing yourself to literally just daydream and fantasize about things. All of that acts as fuel for creativity. It acts as fuel for inspiration. It gives you something to look forward to. It gives you like an end goal that kind of pulls you out of ruts. And I feel that that's something that's lacking with you guys. It's almost like something's missing. So you end up being caught between like a rock and a hard place, if you will. It's caught between, what should have been, what could have been, what is, right? And that's it. And that really would be the source of feeling stuck in a rut. You know what I mean? Because whatever it is that's not going right now, you would only project that into the future and feel like that would keep continuously happening, in so many words. So all in all, my wonderful Scorpio people, I feel for this month you guys have a lot of potential to kind of turn the page, but it's going to require you guys to more or less go within. And by going within, I don't mean just sitting there meditating. It's like really kind of going through your life with a lice comb, if you will. It's like really looking at, who am I, where am I, and what am I doing, right? What is not fulfilling about this? Like, do I like this place? Do I like this job? And what can I do to fix it? And when did I get off track? When is the last time I remember me being happy? When is the last time that I got excited to get up and go do X, Y, Z? These are more or less the questions that would behoove you guys to ask this month. But if it's something that you ignore, because I feel these feelings are coming up for a reason, they're a symptom of the deeper problem. But I feel if you guys ignore them, the heads up in reference to that is really that, your mood may start to decrease, in so many words. It's almost like breaking away, because I feel a level of suppression as well, where it's almost like an old paradigm that one is still existing in. It's like there were expectations you had to live up to at one point in time, but that time is over, but you're still kind of keeping yourself in that box. And now it's time to break free, my Scorpio friend. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, that's been your reading. I'm going over to Vimeo, my website, Patreon, and YouTube members to do you guys extended, where we're going to dive a little deeper into this and get a little bit more specifics and things of the sort. So if you're about that life, follow me over there. If not, I still love your freaking face. I will see you guys sooner than later. Sayonara. I know that's corny, Scorpio. Please don't judge me. I'm just trying out new things. Sayonara makes me feel kind of like excited. Don't judge me, Scorpio. I'm sorry.